Yeah, so straight people are totally welcome to come and enjoy queer art too. It's really fun.
Known for attracting readers from near and far, Featherston Booktown and its annual programme is coming out this year to embrace diversity in all its forms. In the back of Anzac Hall, visitors are greeted by 2 giant paper mache creations as part of the town's first pop-up art and book installation, Gloria. It is the vision of artist and poet Sam Ducker-Jones.
Much of my life I'd been known as quite a serious person, especially to my parents and siblings. But that's just because of shame. I really had so much silliness and camp bursting to get out. But we're now in a queer revolution, and I'm so inspired by the young folks who just know themselves and are fearless.
It might come as little surprise what Sam's favourite colour is.
My favourite colour is pink because it means something to everybody, whether they love it or they hate it. Everyone has an opinion. It's still political, sadly. So if you use pink stuff, people think you're making a statement, which sometimes you might be. And it's also just real pretty.
After finding the cheapest property in New Zealand, an old church in Greymouth, Sam set about transforming it into a living art piece called Gloria.
There were definitely a few raised eyebrows about the colours I'd chosen. I still think of it as sort of a holy space, specifically for queer people and artists and queer artists and young people to just feel good about themselves and just feel seen and celebrated.
Rather than just being passive viewers, Sam wants people to fully immerse themselves in the experience.
It's been dribbled.
I'm going to have a go. Beautiful.
For me, queer art is playful and silly and camp.
Hearts and crosses on my boots.
It forces you, participant, to also just relax into your own silliness.
Sam's installation is just one of more than 52 events. There are readings, opportunities to meet authors and booksellers, illustrators on stage, and this year, something new: activist discussions.
While they might be seen as dangerous and difficult and rebels now, we will look back, I'm sure, and celebrate them for pushing us towards something bigger and greater.
One such panel features Black Power member and social justice advocate Dennis O'Reilly, sex worker champion Dame Catherine Healy, Māori leader Liz Mellish,
Always one for a dramatic entrance.
and this year's Young New Zealander Personality of the Year, Chanel Lau.
Hi. 2017, I was volunteering at Middlemore Hospital and it was summer, and a church leader walked up to me and offered to pray my gay away. And I said, good luck. But I refused, so he looked at me and he said, it's hot, but do you know what's hotter? Hell. And at at 7, the idea of going to hell was quite frightening, but at 17, if all the gays are going to hell, that's what I prefer to be. All my life I thought that if I openly started identifying as queer, I would get abused. But in 2016, I wasn't openly identifying as queer and I was getting abused anyway. And in that moment, I realized whether I'm hiding or not, these people are going to come for me, so I may as well get out there and start fighting back.
People came to the panel with an open mind.
It was a space that allowed everyone to share their views, irrespective of what those views were, and be challenged in a manner that was constructive rather than aggressive.
And while there's plenty of healthy debate, the open-minded Booktown spirit has spread tolerance through Featherston.
I try to avoid small town primarily because in the past going to small town has not been the best experience. It hasn't been difficult coming down to Featherston. I must say that my ignorance has really been challenged. I was of this mindset that coming to small town would mean that people would be more conservative. However, I found that people here are quite open-minded and really receptive to new ideas.
Back in the world of Gloria, it seems the participants can't get quite enough.
They need to put that on before the day is out.
Admission is a koha and a promise to leave all inhibitions at the door.
People like Sam make our lives richer and our communities much more interesting and also provocative.
Get a bit dressed up.
Right. Oh, such an immersive experience. How wonderful.
Find a...
We're very conscious that a more diverse community is a better community, and a welcoming community and a tolerant community is good for everyone.
So when you bring people who are queer, people who are young, people who are not white, people who are progressive and challenge the status quo, that makes people uncomfortable. However, people who are able to sit with their discomfort and reflect on why they feel uncomfortable are going to be people who are able to keep up with the change that's happening in our country.
And for the last word, let's leave it for Sam.
I just want to continue celebrating queer art. Queer art isn't just for queer people.
Oh my gosh.
Sensational.
Phil Stebbing, Local Focus.